Okay, so I'm just gonna make this short video to complement my settings. Most people say, hey, where's the proof in the pudding? Let's see it. Show me. Um, what do you got? All right, so for what I did per the document, and you can go through the document, you can read everything yourself. Not here to make anything up in the document. I changed a lot of settings, and you can see in the 3D settings, it's going to show up as custom. When you put in your own values, and that's pretty cool. NVIDIA allows you to do that. So that's kudos. That's a big one up to them. So it's free. I put it out there. It's in the forum. It's on the link. I'm not going to put a link into YouTube. I'm going to put that link. I'll put the search. I'll put the Google search. I'm not going to put the link into YouTube because I believe they're somewhat biased still about links. They say one thing but do another. So I'll put in the description the search term to use, better tail control, and then you'll see where the link takes you, and you'll see it'll be one of the first ones that pop up in the search engines. So again, it doesn't matter. It's basically based on the graphics card. It's based on Windows 10. I'm not bouncing this against a CPU in particular, but I do want to demonstrate that turning on the triple buffering with a full G-Sync monitor that's turned on with windowed and full screen mode improves the performance of both the 4G sync system. It improves the performance greatly. Now, for a non-G-Sync system, just a regular monitor and computer, so I'm using a second computer to record this with OBS. I applied these same exact settings to that computer, and now I'm using OBS version 2401. Version 24 and above, I would say 2401. Just get the latest version of OBS, and the preview stuttering is gone. Like it's gone, if not reduced. And it's pretty amazing. So, anyways, I'm gonna demonstrate a game here, and so the only thing I'm stating is to include. I'm sorry. The low latency mode, put that to ultra. Everything's in the document. I'll let you read for yourself what I wrote. But now I'm going to demonstrate, and that's the point of this video, is to demonstrate. This is not to bash NVIDIA or any of their counterparts or whoever. This is to basically improve from the defaults that they used. And this allows for even smoother frame buffers. So to demonstrate, I'm gonna demonstrate with two games. A game that's really protected by Windows, probably written more by Windows. This is Cuphead. Cuphead, this is a Microsoft app. Because it's a Microsoft app, and I'll turn this down. There we go. I had to adjust the volume here. Because this is a Microsoft app, all right, the fact of the matter is, let me see if I can get this to start here. Okay, there we go. Because this is a Microsoft written app, the frame buffering and I just really started. The frame buffering is applied. It's already applied, and so this is me also playing with my custom settings. With the Microsoft UWP apps, they're already designed to buffer the way they should. Now this is with G-Sync. This is how it's supposed to work with all games. I don't know why they never worked in the way that it looks here. Even OBS, as I said, I'm recording it, and I'm just gonna get right up here to this robot or this tree, and I'm gonna stop here. And for the first time, I feel very comfortable in showing a game. Alright, so like I said, those games that are developed by Microsoft, they are automatically taking advantage of DirectX, more like the low-level buffering, and that's probably due to DirectX 12. Alright, so I'm gonna run an emulator next. I'm gonna cut over. I'm gonna run an emulator, and here's another example of this buffer improvement. I'm gonna run Zelda, The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. That's why I like Launchbox. You can do more. I just haven't played with it enough yet. It's a giant database versus a lot of front ends. Now this emulator is a BizHawk emulator. I put this in a chromeless mode. Per their command line options, they enable that. It already runs in a full screen borderless mode. How do you know? If you hit the start button, and you can do that, it's in full screen borderless. Start from my house. Again, with my applied settings, I'm just demonstrating with G-Sync here. Of course, this is an emulator. CPU is probably slightly faster, slower, who knows. But I'll tell you that it's damn near perfect, and the way it should be played. And it feels like I'm playing with the Super Nintendo all over again. There's no crazy stuttering. And folks can say what they want. I've had people that, already say, hey, nah, it works like this. You do you. I'm just, the documentation's there. But now this is just emulated. Alright, so I'll stop that. And excuse me, I have a slight cough here. The last game I'm gonna play now, if the game's refresh rate is below 60, you're gonna see issues with that, which it should be. Let's see. I'm using the Steam command to run it from here, so Steam is a protocol. It's its own. So let's see if I can get Street Fighter to start up here. Now I put Street Fighter in a windowed mode. You can see at the top here. Let's change the scene again. Now, when you seen it previously, there was a bar at the top up here. Now it's gone. You can see my cursor because it's in a full screen borderless mode now. Sometimes it logs in, sometimes it has issues logging in to the server. If it doesn't log me in, sometimes I have to restart it and it logs me in. But if it says no, I'm just gonna keep going this time. And I think that's a not sure if it's I don't think it's a firewall issue. Yeah, because I was able to log in the other few minutes ago. It's like it needs additional ports open, so I'll have to play around with that. Maybe there's another low port they've opened. So I'm not logged in. I'll play it on hard mode. 3 rounds. Now this is a really intensive game, of course. Now the settings that I used, again,
Let's go.
it enhanced the way it buffers. If you stream, highly recommend you use that. And I'm streaming with, I'm recording it with a GTX 760s. So those are not cheap. You can get a 770, 780, 960, or 980, excuse me, not 960. Maybe even a 950. But nothing below the 760 is supported, so I don't recommend going looking for a 6 series. Now I'm recording all this in 720p. So I have a Core i7, 3770K. And 32 gigs of RAM. And the graphics card is a 1060, 3 gigabyte, or 3 gigabit. Oh, gigabyte, I had it right. Before, I'm telling you right now, before it was just pretty horrible. Most people say, hey, you're doing this to promote yourself. I can do what I want, right? I think that's fair. All right, so that was a quick demo. Right. I'll even go as far as I'll stop the next match. I'll even go as far as Mortal Kombat 11. It's a heavy game. That's a really heavy game. You would be able to see more differences with 1080p, but I'll stop this after it comes up.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, so again, most people just say, "Hey, I want to hit the play button and go," and it's just not gonna. You gotta. That's not what they do. This will take some time to load. Now I've already put Mortal Kombat 11 in a full screen borderless mode, so there we go. Now, of course, if you have 6th generation, 7th. It's gonna load significantly faster than mine, especially with DDR4 memory. Now, as I demonstrated again, the frame buffering is thing you want to pay attention to. Before, this game performed terribly. Excuse me. Just like this, Mortal Kombat says, hey, I have to reconnect. It never performed like this. Let's just say that. Let's go with Cassie. I'll do 2. They're good friends, right? Now, again, if you notice what just happened, that even occurs on the PlayStation 4, Xbox One version. It drops down to the 30 frames when it loads. And I'm just gonna do a fatality on her. Now this is a non-benchmarked, so I didn't even run the benchmark. Let's do another fighter, and I think that will conclude my demonstration here.
Cassie Cage. Shirai Ryu Fire Garden. Finish her.
And this is with the regular OBS.
Fatality. Devora wins.
So for all of these low latent modes to work, read my document. There it is. You can't just turn on one low latent mode and then go, it magically works. So proof is in the pudding. Again, this is just a demonstration of what I changed from the defaults. Any questions? You can I'm on Guru 3D. You can hit me in the inbox. That's perfect. Just send me a message. I'll, one-on-one, I'll DM you. And that's all I got.